As I'm getting older and as my closet is expanding, I'm becoming a lot more intentional with what I'm adding to my closet. So with that being said, let's go over my top 10 purchases of 2025. Starting off strong with the number one purchase or purchases of 2025, I grouped them together because they're essentially the same bag, just different sizing, is the Balenciaga City bag. And I actually got two this year, which is so crazy because I've pinned these bags for years and I've always been on the search for a really good bag. So I'm so happy that I have these two in my closet. So going over the first one, this taupe one was a gift from my mom for my birthday. I love the size. It actually fits my 13-inch MacBook Pro and I've been using it as a work bag and I love just the color. It's so neutral. It's easy to pair with everything and I use the long strap quite often as well. So the next bag that I got is this part-time city bag in this beautiful greenish blue color. I feel like it looks blue in different lighting and then it looks green in others, which I absolutely love. It's just so chic and so timeless and I love the size. It is a little bit bigger than the other bag that I just had. So I've actually used this as an airport personal item and I like stuffed it to the brim with my laptop, you know, my toiletries and my essentials, and it just looks so good when it's fully stuffed. Price point wise, these bags are super inflated, so I will say that. So if you're on the hunt for a city bag for yourself, I would say don't pay more than $1,500. I think $1,500 is already quite a stretch. I'm not going to lie. This one was just under 1,000 Canadian and this bag here was 1,200. So that already is on the higher end of my budget, if you will. I just knew the colors and the size. I just like couldn't say no to. But if you are starting to look for your own city bag, I would highly keep in mind that people are going to inflate their prices and you do not want to pay over a certain amount. And I'm also looking for a weekender bag. It's like the biggest size. It's like, I think bigger, probably like 3 times this size, but I want to use that as kind of like my airport carry-on. So that is on my list, which means I'm always on the lookout. So definitely have your notifications ready. Check Facebook Marketplace, check Poshmark, check Vestiaire, check The Real, and also check Baggy. Those are probably my top sources that I'm always looking to find the next Balenciaga city bag to add to my collection. The second purchase of 2025 are these Maison Margiela Gentle Monster glasses. I got these when I went to the Yorkdale location, which is the first ever Canadian location for Gentle Monster. So if you're on the hunt for an in-person shopping experience, I highly recommend it. It literally looks like a freaking museum and there's so much to see. But the pair that I picked out as an early birthday gift to myself are these ones. I love the black frame and the silver detail. You can see that's like the logo detail on the side. They're also super lightweight. I'll put them on just so you can see what they look like, but I feel like they are the perfect shape for my face. And the goal of going to Gentle Monster for myself was to find a pair of glasses that I can envision myself wearing almost every single day. And I feel like these are the ones that were speaking to me the most. I did gravitate towards a couple other lenses. I'll just insert some photos here, but I just love the clear glasses and I love how the frame is just like a little bit oversized and I just know I'm gonna be reaching for these like all the time. The third purchase of 2025 is this incredible polka dot Adidas track jacket. And I first saw this on an influencer and I just knew I had to have it. I did so much digging. I was on eBay, had notifications on. I was checking every single secondhand site and I actually ended up finding a set. So it was this jacket and the pants, but someone was selling it for like $500 and I'm like, that is absurd and I'm not going to pay that price, although I did contemplate it because it's so rare. It's actually so hard to come by. So I just waited. Thank God I did, because I ended up finding this exact jacket on Poshmark for $30 and I was like, no brainer, I'm buying it. I love everything about it. I think it's such a fun jacket. I get so many compliments every time I wear it. I wore this recently on my trip to New York with like a skirt and some socks and my tabbies, and I just love it. It's such a statement piece. It goes with everything. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else in person with this jacket, so this will definitely be a family heirloom. So moving on to shoes, these are my favorite purchase of 2025. I would say I got so much wear out of them. They are the Melissa Y Project jelly heels. They are beautiful. They're kind of like Princess Cinderella shoes. I have these in the clear that I purchased last year and I got so much wear out of them, and they're just such a beautiful elevated shoe. And because the heel is so low, it kind of makes it perfect for like casual wear as well. But I love them. They're my pair that I wear all the time. This with like a baggy jort, this with jeans, this with a skirt. It's like the perfect elevated heel, if you will. And they're just such a showstopper. Like I love that you can see the little details on here. It's just like you can't replicate a shoe like this. Okay, moving on to the next purchase are these Levi's engineered jeans. I love the buckle detail at the very top and also the one kind of slanted pocket. The blue is also such a beautiful shade. I feel like this just goes so well with everything in my closet. These, I think, were just under $120 with like duties and shipping and all that such. I feel like they're such a good pair and I just want to continue adding more to my collection. There's actually a pair that I'm eyeing from No Girl and they do such incredible sourcing. I don't know how they do it because I'm also on all these apps trying to find the same pair of jeans, but I truly cannot. But with that being said, I am looking for more Levi's engineer jeans to add to my collection because they are such an elevated basic and they just make your outfit like 10 times cooler without even trying. This summer I was really in my belt bag era and I was searching high and low for like the most perfect belt bag. I did see a couple from Himaguas and Paloma Wool, but they were like out of my budget and I was truly contemplating whether or not to get the Himaguas one, but I don't think the color was exactly what I was looking for until I stumbled upon this belt bag, which is stunning. It's like a kind of like muted butter yellow. It's from this brand called Capi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Capi Summer. They are an Australian brand and they are so freaking cool. They have this bag. They also have this same style as like a cowhide print and they also have a fully cowhide purse, but incredible. I love all of their pieces and when I saw this launch, I set my notifications on and I was like, I need this in my closet. So this has been like a showstopper. I've gotten so many compliments on it. You can adjust it. You can also add like a little bag charm here. It's just like the perfect accessory to really elevate your outfit. And I love wearing this with like a skirt and a tank top and just boots. It's just so cool. I also wore these a lot with my baggy shorts. So freaking cool. And honestly, if you want to start to accessorize your outfits without, I would say, too much layering or too much effort, getting a belt bag will do that like instantly for you. Okay, moving on to the 7th purchase of 2025 is this cowhide bag that I got off of Etsy. So although this pattern is beautiful, I don't know if I would repurchase this again just because of the craftsmanship and the pleather straps. It's just not what I anticipated. It also wasn't really included in the description as well. And I honestly purchased this bag because of the pattern. I feel like this specific style was really hard to find. I've seen like a lot of black and grays or like a lot of whites and grays and I was like, that's not really the color palette I wanted. But I will say the previous brand that I mentioned, Capi, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Capi Summer, they also do an incredible cowhide purse, which looks just like this, but except the cowhide goes right on the straps as well. So if you do want to check out a beautiful cowhide bag, I recommend checking out that brand instead. I just got this because I was like, I wanted to add this to my closet and I wasn't waiting. I am someone who is a bit impulsive when it comes to adding things to my closet just because I'm like, I need to wear it now or I have an occasion to wear it. Yes, I'm going to still have this in my closet because of the pattern and I'll just invest a little bit in it to just get the leather straps made. It's not the end of the world, but that is the cost of me being impatient. Okay, for the next purchase, they are from Uniqlo. They are these baggy sweat jorts. They have 2 pockets on the back and they also have an elastic at the waist as well so you can tighten it and adjust it to your liking. I wore these, I kid you not, every single day in the summer, in the spring, also in the fall when I wasn't freezing. I wore them with boots, but I truly love this piece. It became a staple in my closet. I purchased it also in black as well, but the silhouette is so flattering. I'm 5'2" and I feel like it hit me at a really good length and I wore them so much and I love them so much that I got a couple of my friends hooked on them as well. But if you're looking for a perfect kind of baggy sweat jort to go with everything that's super comfortable, by the way, it looks so good with like a tank top with a long sleeve. It's just the perfect staple to add to my closet. The 9th purchase of 2025 are these beautiful brown riding boots that I thrifted. They do seem unassuming. When I first got them at the thrift, I was like, okay, cool. Like they're just another pair of brown boots. But when you put them on, they are so flattering and the leather is just worn in so well. There's also a tag in here that kind of indicates like the previous owner. It's from Santana, Canada, and like it's fully written of like where it was made, the batch number. So I feel like this was probably older than me, but I feel like the previous owner was definitely someone who lived on the farm because these are definitely farm riding boots and they are so durable and I get so many compliments every time I wear them. I love pairing them in the summer with like a really cool skirt, even doing a cute little boot tuck for the fall. It's just like the perfect amount of scrunch and I love that the inside has that like nice warm lining. But these have been my go-to boots for every single season. And last but not least, this is the 10th top purchase of 2025, which are these beautiful butter yellow ballet flats I got off of Poshmark. The brand is Sam Edelman, and these are like the most comfortable ballet flats I've ever owned. I own probably more than 20 pairs of ballet flats because they're also different and they serve a different purpose. If you're on the hunt for a ballet flat that's super comfortable, also very cute, and there's a lot of different styles, Sam Edelman on Poshmark or Sam Edelman secondhand in general does an incredible job. I also love that there's like that little bow detail here with like the little charm. It's just so cute. And also, hello, the sole is so durable. I've literally walked 10K in these and have not felt a single blister. And also, can we talk about the color? It is so freaking gorgeous and it goes with literally everything in my closet. I feel like I said that about every single item in this haul, but I will say that is kind of the theme in terms of adding something new to my closet is, can I wear this more than 10 times? And if the answer is yes, then I'm gonna add it to my closet. And those were my top 10 purchases of 2025. Let me know which item was your favorite and I'll see you in the next one.